Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here to celebrate Desiree with Desiree's Tale for her 1,700 subscribers and celebrate Christmas in July with a hop with a group of my scrappy friends. And this is the layout that I decided to scrap lift from Desiree. It is a simple one picture with some fun embellishments and some inking. And I have this picture of my husband on Christmas 2019 and his present from his dad. And I'm going to be using the Crate Paper Busy Sidewalks. I have the alphas and the sticker book. I have the puffy stickers, which make me uber happy. I have some ephemera, and I've selected these two pieces of paper. I love those sides, but I'm going to be using these two. And I have a couple of wood veneers my friend Tara sent me. And then I have these 3 inks, one of which I'm not happy with, and I will go back and fix later on after my inks come in. But I will carry forward. And there's the ephemera kit that I have for Crate Paper's Busy Sidewalks. So I have my ephemera, I have my paper, I have the inks and this picture as well as this layout. So let's see how this goes. So the first thing I did was determine how big I wanted this square to be. And so I made it 8 by 8. I love that snowflake paper, by the way. Minty green is a happy color. And so I'm going to set that aside and use it later. So I cut it as an 8 by 8 and I'm going to use this side. She looks like she's used white paper and inked some really pretty pinky, yellowy colors down on the bottom right and the top left of her little 8 by 8 or whatever size she cut, which I'm guessing is probably more like a 9 by 9 or even 9.5 by 9.5. This color right here is the one that I do not like. Not that I don't like the color, crushed olive. It's not what I was wanting it to be. It did not come out as... I've used this color before, so I don't know why. It's the only green that I have in an ink pad right now. So I will go back. I'm expecting a shipment from Ranger any day now. And I have 3 different shades of green on the way to me. So I will fix that. Don't you worry. So the next one I use is Ripe Persimmon, and I do love that. It actually matches the alpha thickers that I use for this collection, that go with this collection. And so I love that. And then I use the walnut stain, and I love that too. I'm perfectly fine with those colors. It's just that crushed olive that looks too yellow on this layout. So I'll fix that at a later date. And so then I am going to work on putting my picture down. And I don't want all that white space at the top from the wall. So I'm going to trim a little bit of that. I didn't want to trim my picture too much, but I don't want all that. And so then I'm going to mat it on black so it's going to stand out a little bit better on this paper. And give it a little bit of a drastic color. Plus there's going to be some black on the wood veneer, and it gives me another color to bring in just for some accents. So I originally was going to mat it flush on the left and the bottom, and realized that she had a gap between the left and the picture and the bottom of the picture. So, and that is fine with me. It shows that red and green on the sides. And then I flip through what I have here of the branding strips, and she has a hot pink little banner right there next to the picture. And so I decided I'm just going to use a little piece of the branding strip to make that so that I am not cutting into paper for that. And I first pulled the paper that matches what's going to go on the background, that dark green with the light green circles. And then I realized that's going to be too dark where it's going to end up on the picture, covering the picture. So I picked the opposite. So it's the reverse, and it's light green with the darker green little dots on it. So I just cut a fishtail out of both sides. And then I am going to put that down. And before I do, she has a cute little ticket tucked underneath her little banner. and I don't have a ticket, and so I tried to find something that I felt like was going to be appropriate for this, that would fit and work. And I found a few different things as I was going through the ephemera kit. I pull out this cute little house and this little word phrase that's got that pretty red around it that says Season of Giving. And I pull out a little deer, like a reindeer. And isn't that cute? And then I pull out like a couple of different tags. And then finally I find this little gift tag that says to and from. It's got a squirrel on it. And I think that's perfect. So in her layout, she has the ticket partially coming up above the little banner and then below it. And that's not going to work for this to and from. If I cut it in half and tucked it on the top and bottom, the squirrel would have looked really, really weird. So I decided I would just put the banner above the tag and just cover it a little bit. And I will go in later and write on there the to and the from. And so that'll be like the journaling for this, because it's going to be in my chronological book. So we'll know what date it is and everything, because it's on Christmas. So then I pull out this wood veneer that is a half a circle with an arrow. And the gift that my husband is holding is a bunch of beef jerky. And he had to work to get it out because his dad sent it to him in this thing called a man crate. And it comes with a little baby crowbar, and you have to pry the box open to get your gift out, which was hysterical. And I do have pictures of that are in my Christmas book. And so that's why I wanted to bring the wood veneer in, because the box was made out of wood. And it had like arrows, like, start here or things like that. And so I thought the little black arrow on that wood grain would work. And she had like a little circular feature there that says eat cake. And so I thought that would fit there nicely. And I have this other wood veneer I'm going to use on the other side where she has those balloons. So then I'm going to pull out the sticker book, and I'm looking for something to use on the top left part of the picture. So on her layout, she's got a little heart and a little tag, and I'm going to do that same thing, except I'm not going to use a tag. I'm just going to use a little piece of that green and dark green polka dot paper. And so it will bring that in to the picture, and that just came from the branding strip. And so I get that down, and I put that it's a gift bag that's got Santa on it. It says ho, ho, ho. And so I put that down, and I don't press it down too hard because it's not where it's going to stay where it is, but it needs to go on that background paper that I haven't put down yet. And then I was going to use the gold alphas in the back of the sticker book to put the number 25 or 19. I wasn't sure which, but they did not have numbers, and I could have used the foam alphas, but decided to use this little 25 circle and put that on there. And then I'm now ready to put the paper onto the background paper. And I pull mine down a little bit further than hers, so there's a little more of that green and polka dot showing on the top and on the right. And based on what I'm looking at, I think that her paper, the 8x8 that I cut, is probably bigger. And so I have a whole lot of real estate down on the bottom, so I'm going to do a little something down there because it's a little too much for me. If I had made my paper bigger, I think the picture would have looked weird, and her picture may just be bigger, or it's a smaller layout. I'm not really sure. So I pull my alphas out, and these are called Tinseltown, and they go with this collection. And I got all of my crate paper, Busy Sidewalks, the alphas, and everything else from Peacecraft Love. And I was super excited to get them because right now, until the end of the month, all her Christmas stuff is on sale for 20% off. So I got all of this for a really great deal. So I pulled the letters out, and I alternate between that pinky red color and then the the minty color. Let's just say Man Crate, which is what the name of that box was. And I put those down with some Nouveau Deluxe because they're not very sticky. And then I also use the Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to put that wood veneer down with the envelope. And then I pull some Tim Holtz Small Talk out, and I am going to put some word phrases down there, as well as that little season of grieving, season of giving. I put that down there, and then I kind of sandwich it with a few of the black word phrases from the Tim Holtz Small Talk. So it just says, see possibility everywhere. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it, and creativity takes courage. And I just put those down there. Like I said, I felt like it needed a little something because it was kind of empty. And then I just write on here to James from Dad and Maxine, so that way there was no question in the future who that was from and stuff. So then I pull out my Paper Studios enamel dots, and I put a little black one on here, a bigger white one, and then I was so excited. I found this aqua teal, light minty colored one that matches this collection perfectly, like perfectly. I'm uber excited. So I moved the little puffy that I had pulled, the little candy cane, because I wanted that minty color down there, because it was going to disappear in that paper. It is identical to that. So I'm going to have to remember that when I use it again. So that is it. I am done, other than fixing that green ink later on when I get my brush sage or one of the other colors that I ordered. So I hope you all will go to Desiree's Instagram and YouTube and check out her videos. She had so many awesome layouts for me to choose from. I had this specific picture that I want to get documented, so I found one that was going to work for my picture that I loved, and she has a ton more to scrap lift, so you all should go check that out. Below in the description box, you'll find all the other awesome creatives who are also hopping along and celebrating Desiree and her awesome 1,700 subscriber celebration. And I'm also doing Christmas in July. I thought I would combine it all together. So that list of people will be below as well. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Hope you'll come back and see me again very soon. And happy scrapping.